welcome to our podcast, Bowl Ladies Coffee Connection. I'm so excited. How are you?
I'm awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We are so excited. We have an incredible guest today. You guys are in for a huge treat. She's a guest, but she's a friend, so it makes it even more fun. We have Pam Birtolo. She is the founder, the heart and soul of OARS, which she has several that I'm going to talk about. First, about Flagler OARS, which is Open Arms Recovery Services. And now we have Discover, Recover, and St. John, which we have also had the pleasure of being part of that when you guys opened it up. So I can't wait to really dive in, Pam, and let everybody know your heart and find out what makes you who you are. But we always start with our coffee. You know, today we're drinking water. I'm drinking coconut water. She's got water because it's a healthy choice. All right, let's do this. So my first question to you is, tell me about your business and why you're so passionate about it. Yay!
Yay. So both of the organizations are recovery community organizations. There's about 400 of those in the United States and
Wow.
20 some odd in Florida. And they all have the same mission, but they act differently depending upon where they are.
Mhm.
So our mission is essentially uh, public awareness and training and education, policy advocacy, and then the guts of what we do is what our staff does, and that's peer coaching. We're not clinical, but it's peer. That means coaching. That means that they have been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Got it.
So, and it's all around substance use disorder. Now, we are funded for opiates and stimulants, but we serve anybody with any substance use disorder, be it legal or illegal drugs or alcohol.
You made for me such an awareness when I first met you, and we instantly connected. You know, it was like, okay, we got this. We're going to be BFFs no matter what. But I understood your mission, and I understood why you're so passionate. For you, when you said, I came here and there was not a home for somebody that has a substance abuse of whatever nature it is, and they need to have a home where they feel safe and that we're able to help them. And I was like, gosh. That was it. Not a clinical sense, but a heart sense that we're there for them.
Right. So for me, in Flagler and St. John's, what it's all about is creating, when you say a home, but creating an entire community
Yes.
that is recovery friendly.
Yeah.
Because we can't recover in a non-friendly, non-recovery friendly community. So that's where this gets really important.
It
And
does.
that's where we operate in a hub and spoke model. In other words, we refer people to all the different resources that are available in both communities
I love
or
it.
in any community for that
Exactly.
matter.
Exactly. You're not turning anybody away. We're going to dive into so many things, but I want them to know how many Narcan boxes have you given out in this community in St. John? Because I keep it in my car and I always say we could save a life by having that available. Tell us how many you think you've delivered to date.
Well, I know how many we delivered in the past 12 months, over 25,000 boxes.
Wow.
And
Wow.
keep in mind, we're not the only guys handing out Narcan here.
Yeah.
There are other agencies who have access to Narcan.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to put in a little plug here. If anybody's listening and you need or want Narcan, if you call us, email us, or text us, we'll actually deliver it to you.
That's
That's how
awesome.
important it is to us to get it out there.
Exactly.
You,
Exactly.
you know, I think that you saw the mainstream media, almost every channel and media source this past 2 weeks have articles about how we're having this huge decrease in overdose deaths.
That's it.
Now, I cannot say that it's due to how much Narcan is out there, but that's my belief.
Okay.
That's the one thing that has changed.
It's awareness. You said it in the beginning. It's not the box, it's the awareness attached to that box.
Right.
I think that you are creating it. I didn't know. I was living in the oblivious, not knowing that that could change somebody's life. I keep it in my bag there, and I'm like, no, can't be without it. So you created that world for us.
So can I
Awareness.
tell a story about bold ladies?
Yeah, heck yeah.
So long before I was involved with you all, you invited me to come in and talk for, I think I got like 6 minutes on the agenda or something.
So yeah, okay.
And that's been almost 4 years
Yep,
ago,
yep,
maybe not quite that long, but and I brought Narcan
yep.
to hand out to people. Not one soul would take Narcan. A year later, I came back and I couldn't have enough Narcan.
Yeah, I know, crazy. I remember.
I
People
know.
really freaked
But
out over it.
what's crazy is how the attitude has really started to change in this community. And
Awareness.
understanding that Narcan isn't about you,
No,
Narcan's about everybody else who you might run into.
exactly. Exactly. And then your other passion that I can't go right out because we have other questions, but how about that bus? Tell me about that bus. I went in there and I started crying because I got to go and you weren't there. You were at the event and I got the tour of the bus and I was so emotional just going in there and knowing what that meant. Share that.
The idea behind the RV, recovery vehicle, you might think RV means recreation vehicle, but we think it means recovery
I
vehicle,
love
was
it.
to get out in the community, because one of the sayings in the recovery community is we meet people where they are.
Ah,
So with that RV, you can really do that. We can really do that. And as you know, there's no mass transportation here. There's no bus system. And there are people who live in all four corners of Flagler. Same with St. John's. Now they have a
yeah,
little bus system, but
yeah,
not a very healthy, or not a very strong one.
right.
So the idea was we would go out and partner with different organizations. Some might be have medical a bent, or some might be things like how to sign up for uh, EBT, how to sign up for different services, how to write a resume, how to just anything imaginable.
Imagine.
And the idea was that these organizations would go with us and we could let people know, for example, we're going to be in the hammock these days, we're going to be in the Mondax those days, et cetera, et cetera. We just now are actually getting partners. We've been going out, but not with partners.
Got it.
And I just really, if anybody's listening and would love to partner with us to take your organization out to people who need you,
Yeah,
call me.
yeah. I love that. We started, I guess, we are going on 4 years in our relationship with you. And I remember one of the most rewarding experiences for me was when we partnered up and I got to talk to some of the recovering in the program. And that for me was so life-changing. For me, it was life-changing. For them, I heard it was a hit because I gave them half of my closet, but it was so good. I left there and I was like, okay, this is why we do what we do. And I got so much feedback from all the bowl ladies that they loved going in there and getting to meet some of these recovering, how to help them get a job, like you said, and how to do an interview, how to take a selfie for your social media, how to dress for success. So many gifts that we can give somebody where you think it's like a small gift, but it's a really big gift.
Yes, exactly.
So
And
that,
again, that's why
yeah,
it takes an entire community,
yeah,
because it's what you said. You don't even think about how to take a selfie.
yeah,
You probably don't even think about how to dress for success.
right,
But that was real important stuff that you
yeah,
brought.
yeah. It was good. It was a good day. It was good. I need to do that again. So that brings me to my next question. Share with us how Bow Ladies has impacted your nonprofit business, because it's a nonprofit, and what kind of connections have you made here?
The way you guys have really impacted us is you're an amazing group of women who just don't stop talking about things you believe in. So you have magnified our ability to get the word out about recovery,
Yeah,
about Narcan, about, all kinds of things surrounding recovery,
yeah,
about being related to someone in recovery.
yeah.
And so I think that is a huge benefit that you've brought us.
Mhm.
And obviously, you make us the charity of the month a couple times a year. But what's important is that after that day is over, you're still talking about
Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah.
And you all have voices that carry, as my mother would have said, your
Oh,
voice carries. But,
oh,
you do.
yeah. I think that we all were attached to you so much, and those hard conversations, some people don't want to talk about what we have to talk about, but we kept talking about it. Like you said, we're going to keep talking about it in your face. And then people stepped up and said, well, I have a sister that was a drug addict. I didn't know that. And she came out of the woodworks and said that. And another one said I had a brother that was a drug addict. So you got the ball rolling, and we kept talking about it.
That's true. And the other thing for your listeners, if you know more than three people, you know someone who is either in recovery or seeking recovery.
Oh,
So
wow.
don't ever forget that, because
Wow.
exactly, the first attitude is not in my backyard,
Mm,
right? We call
yeah,
that
yeah.
NIMBY,
That's
not in
denial.
my backyard.
That's denial right there.
And then after that, after the first guy says, well, I've never told anybody but my sister, brother, mother, husband.
Yeah,
And then the avalanche
yeah,
starts.
yeah,
And I think it's very healthy.
yeah. It is. It is. You brought so much awareness. We're so grateful that had the vision to do this, because not everybody has it. And then of
It
course,
wasn't my vision. I didn't know what to do with myself. It was the vision of a small group of people, well, throughout the United States, but here in Flagler, I I was fresh out of rehab. I was old. I went to a meeting and I said, I love the concept. I love it, love it, love it. And then after that, boom.
so you did it because you were living it. I didn't want to share that until you said it, because I knew that story. And then I understood what your why is, because once you know
Yes.
your why, then we know what makes you tick. And so you speak from a place that you knew what you wanted to make aware to everybody, because you lived it.
Right.
That's so amazing. And that of course brings me to the last question. We are entrepreneurs. We work in the nonprofit world, and that is a hard lane to live in, because it's nonprofit. So we work for the love of what we do, right? And you are the epitome of that. So, but if you had one tip that you could share with business owners, entrepreneurs that are either starting their business in the middle and the end, and whatever stage they're in, what keeps you going? What makes you so successful at what you do?
I think that it's just a matter of always showing up.
Mm.
I think that's the simplest answer, but I have a couple other tips now that you
Share
ask.
them, share them, share away.
Hire slow and fire fast. You've heard
Ah,
that before, but take it to heart. Hire slow, fire fast.
okay.
And then the other one is make sure that whether you're a single person by yourself, or you have staff, or you have volunteers, make sure that you have a true elevator speech. And an elevator speech is the way you describe what you do when you're going from the first floor to the fifth floor. And you have to be able to do it that quickly and that succinctly. And so do your people.
Yes.
So those are my
Yes.
elevator speech for your whole organization. Teach people how to do it. And then the whole hire fire thing.
I love that. I love that. We just had a trainer in our Bowl Ladies and Alona Fink, and she taught about Elevate You. That's her company. She talked about your elevator pitch. You know, if you're in the elevator, you don't know who's going to be there. First of all, and there's a great story on an elevator. That's why they called it that. But you have how many seconds to make that difference. And some people say,
Right,
"What do you do?" And they don't even know what to tell you what they do. Like what?
right. So
So
that's
that's a
important.
great
That's
one.
important stuff because if you're going to go see a decision maker, you
Yep,
probably don't have much more time than that. If you're
I
going to go
love.
see a legislator, you probably don't have much more time than that.
Nope, fast. You gotta go fast. You gotta do
If
it.
you're going to go see a funder, you probably don't have much more time than that.
Exactly. You have to do it. I love it. So I want you to share the most important stuff you're going to share here. If somebody wanted to make a donation, if somebody wanted to find you, besides the fact that at the end of this video, you don't hang up for the people that are watching, because it'll go into the directory. And of course, you're in there under OARS. But what's the best way that they'd be able to reach out to you for a donation, for help, for volunteering, whatever the case may be?
We have websites and we have Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
All of that works to get in touch with us.
So,
If you go to flaglerors.org, right there
okay.
on the front page,
Okay.
right up in the right on the on the headline, it says donate.
Donate, donate,
So it's a
donate.
real easy way to donate. And then also we're out in the community and our people take QR codes with
Okay,
them. So you can just donate that way.
okay.
You can send smoke signals. We'll take your credit cards, your firstborn, your
Time,
time,
yes.
your however you would like to donate to us. Now,
Mhm.
you can just use my phone number if you're really interested in volunteering. 386-569-4310. I imagine that's going to wind up on the screen somewhere. But the thing about that is we just had our 4th annual Recovery Festival
No, it was so good.
and we had a sea of volunteers. So we had kids from Interact clubs. We had adults from Warm. We had adults from the Rotary. We had every imaginable, the volunteers of Flagler County.
Love it.
So even I was impressed by the number of volunteers. That's
That's
exciting.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing. Amazing. Well, this has been the most incredible interview. I hope that everybody gets to see your heart, your passion, your reason for what you do. And I hope that we can bring some more awareness. Our job is never done, right? And I
Right.
always finish with my coffee, right? We have to finish with our coffee, your water. Stay till the end, get onto the directory. If you're not a bowl lady and you don't know why you're not a bowl lady, you need to get on there. I'll share a little 1 minute video and give you some info for that as well. Pam, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to hug you again and keep seeing your work get done. It's an incredible journey you are on.
I love talking to you, Anna. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, my name is Anna Reyes-Ouzts, Executive Director, Bowl Ladies in Business. If you're looking to network and make a difference in your community with like-minded women and make connections at a deeper level, guess what? You have come to the right place. Bold Ladies in Business has several chapters all over the state of Florida, and we would love to hear from you. Again, Bold Ladies in Business, nonprofit organization. Go big, go bold. Bye.